Anish Kapoor is a titan of contemporary art. He uses scale and saturated color to physically manipulate how an audience perceives the space around them. You can see the reach of that influence in his most famous public work, Chicago's Cloudgate. Its mirrored surface creates a constant reflective dialogue between the viewer and the city skyline. In 2016, Kapoor's studio announced he had acquired the exclusive artistic rights to Vantablack. This material absorbs 99.96% of light, effectively turning any three-dimensional surface into a flat, bottomless void. The public response was immediate and hostile. To many, it appeared that a single artist had successfully privatized a piece of the visible spectrum. This controversy surfaced a friction between the cultural concept of color as a public commons and the rigid legal framework of industrial technology. Stuart Semple became the face of the public resistance. Semple launched a campaign for the pinkest pink, selling the pigment to the public with a legal rider. To check out, you had to confirm you were not Anish Kapoor and were not purchasing it on his behalf. Kapoor obtained the pink pigment anyway, which only escalated the feud. Semple responded by crowdfunding high-performance alternatives like Black 2.0 and 3.0, making them accessible to anyone except for Kapoor and his associates. The Semple-Kapoor feud became a David versus Goliath story. While the drama over the rights to a color dominated the headlines, the physical reality of the substance itself remained largely unexamined. Vantablack is classified as a hazardous substance. Safety data for the material identifies it as an irritant that can cause serious eye damage and respiratory issues if the microscopic particles become aerosolized. The substance is composed of multi-walled carbon nanotubes. These aren't pigments mixed in a jar, but carbon filaments grown in a lab using chemical vapor deposition. When photons enter this microscopic forest, they bounce between the tubes until absorbed and dissipated as heat. This laboratory process requires specialized equipment and extreme temperatures. It shares almost no chemical DNA with Stuart Semple's super black paints, which are acrylic-based liquids designed for traditional application. Purchasing a tube of black paint is a simple retail transaction. Licensing Vantablack is a formal agreement to utilize a proprietary industrial coating. From a left libertarian perspective, Kapoor's license is a voluntary agreement between two self-choosing agents. Both the artist and the company entered the contract with full legal and intellectual capacity. This theory of property distinguishes between raw natural resources and artifacts created through scientific labor. Vantablack is an engineered artifact representing a significant investment of research and development. This is not the first time an artist has sought proprietary control over a visual effect. In 1960, Yves Klein worked with a chemical firm to develop and patent a specific synthetic resin that allowed his International Klein Blue to maintain its unique velvet-like intensity. The Vantablack license restricted the use of one specific aerospace coating. It did not prevent other artists from creating black art or developing their own light-absorbing materials. The arrangement functions as a standard market transaction for a specialized tool. It represents a different category of ownership than a broad seizure of the public's visual rights. The battle for Vantablack actually accelerated innovation. MIT engineers developed a material 10 times darker than anything previously recorded by using salt water to etch away the oxide layer on aluminum foil. This new material captures at least 99.995% of incoming light, surpassing the performance of Vantablack from every viewing angle. While Surrey NanoSystems kept its process a commercial secret, the MIT team decided to make their ultra-black process freely available to any artist for non-commercial use. Artist-in-residence Dimuch Strebe worked with the MIT team to apply this material to a 16-karat yellow diamond, turning the brilliant gem into a featureless black void. The pressure of the controversy also forced commercial innovators like Semple to perfect his own accessible formulas, leading to the release of high-performance paints like Black 4.0. You cannot truly own the absence of light. The attempt to do so simply triggered a renaissance of new materials, leading artists with more tools and more darkness than ever before.